And welcome everybody to Lyndhurst Community News. Today is Wednesday, August 16th, 2023. I'm Brian Haggerty, and I've got some great stuff for you this week. In fact, this is our first episode in which we're going to be incorporating outside interviews. Yes, that's right. This past week, I was able to catch up with Coach Richie Tuero, the head football coach for the Lyndhurst High School, as well as three members of the team who spoke of the great season to which they are all looking forward. And I'm going to play that interview right after we get to some of the other news from this week. Okay, let me just get situated here. All right, let's see what we've got going on around town. So the Lyndhurst Public Library is having an end of reading program summer party. And that's going to be held on August 24th. That'll take place at 4 p.m. That's a Thursday. It's going to contain live music, prize drawings, goodie bags, and dancing. I guess if you're going to have music and have a good time, you might as well dance too. And it's also going to feature comedy and music by Ron Albanese. If you're interested in attending, you may RSVP at 201-804-2478 at Extension 3. That's the Lyndhurst Public Library. The Lyndhurst Food Bank is asking residents to donate some needed supplies. The list of supplies needed are listed on the township's official website at lyndhurstnj.org. Now, regarding donated items, please keep in mind that dried and canned goods can always be accepted. Unfortunately, frozen and fresh goods cannot, for obvious reasons. They don't have the storage capacity, and those things do have a limit on their shelf life. Now, the Lyndhurst Food Bank is located in the Lyndhurst Town Hall Annex, which is where the clerk's office is located. It's that building on the corner of Stuyvesant Avenue and Tontine Avenues. And the Lyndhurst Women's Club, which for many years staffed the food bank with volunteers, continues to donate food and monetary donations. And they're going to be at the ShopRite on September 30th collecting food donations for the Lyndhurst Food Bank, as well as the Sacred Heart, St. Michael's, and Mount Carmel Churches food banks as well. And on this past Tuesday, the true spirit that is Lyndhurst once again came out as members of the Lyndhurst Fire Department, Lyndhurst Police Department, Lyndhurst Emergency Medical Services, the Rutherford Fire Department, East Rutherford Police and Fire Departments, Bergen County Sheriff, Bergen County Office of Emergency Management, several county fire coordinators, as they all drove in a caravan of fire trucks and emergency vehicles as they escorted ex-Lyndhurst Fire Department Chief Brian Hennig home from Hackensack Hospital. Brian, who is also a Bergen County fire official, is currently battling liver cancer. And it was truly a heartwarming display of love and community. Brian is one of the most beloved members of the Lyndhurst Fire Department, having served as a volunteer for over 35 years. And we all extend our prayers and best wishes to him during his battle. Now on to some more news. I am excited to announce that a local group of Lyndhurst business owners have come together to revive the Lyndhurst Merchants Association. Now, at a meeting held this morning, which was held at Vinnie Mutz's, which I attended, several business owners, including Ascenza, Giotti Yoga and Healing, Mail Direct, and, of course, Vinnie Mutz himself, got together to brainstorm ideas to revive the association with the goals to assist local business owners with solutions for their business, as well as provide visibility, awareness, and exposure of our local businesses to our residents, and, of course, work toward giving back to the community. Now, Vinnie Mutz, who that's how everybody knows him, but his real last name is Morelli. Vinnie and I worked together in the original Merchants Association while I was commissioner. I was the liaison between the association and the Board of Commissioners. And I have to tell you, it had become a great group, and we had so many activities which brought the community together with our local business owners, things such as 5K runs and local business expositions that we held in the park. These ideas, as well as some new ones, were discussed this morning And I can report back to you that all of us are committed and very excited to revive this once great association, which added a great deal of value to Lyndhurst. Social media sites and a website will be created soon, and I'm going to share all of that right here on this podcast. So keep watch and stay tuned. And if you are a local business owner and you are interested in joining or being involved, send me an email right here at lyndhurstcommunitynews@gmail.com. Now, that will, of course, be in the description box below. I always put all of the contact information, whether it's email addresses or phone numbers or websites that you hear me mention on this podcast, are always going to be in the description box below. This way, if you're listening, you don't have to pause and go and run and get a pad and pencil. Everything that you need is right there. Okay, moving on. So the United Presbyterian Church of Lyndhurst, which is at 511 Ridge Road on the corner of Page Avenue, is going to be having a concert on the inside lawn. That's that nice little park-like setting to the left of the church as you look at it, where the hill kind of goes down to what was the parsonage at the time. That's going to be held August 19th. It's at 3 p.m., and it's free, by the way. Bring your friends and families. Bring your lawn chair. Light refreshments will be served, and all donations will help benefit their Living Nativity, which is, of course, done around Christmas holiday season. Now, the event's going to be featuring the groups Foggy Minded Boys and the Fogettes and Friends. So put that on your calendar and enjoy some nice music. Again, it's free. Okay, so now it's time to move on with our interview segment. Now, as I said the other day, I stopped on by the Lyndhurst High School field house to chat with Coach Richie Tuero about the upcoming season. He, his assistant coaches, and all of the team members are very excited and motivated for what they call a return to glory. So here's Coach Tuero, when we caught up, talking about what he's expecting on the upcoming season. Let's get this track playing. Here we go.
All right, so we are really excited about this year. I got a lot of guys back. We were a very young team a year ago, and with all of our returning starters and experience, I'm very, very excited about the future to come. This is a true Lyndhurst Golden Bear program, a bunch of kids with parents that were born and raised in this town, tight-knit group, and the best part of it all is I have great kids, regardless of their ability, which is a plus. Great human beings, great Lyndhurst, through and through kids. We have a pretty tough schedule. However, I feel strongly that with our numbers, we have 81 kids in the program, which is a record, has to be. I ran to the lockers for the first time ever. I actually had to order extra uniforms this year. But like I said, these kids, they're such a tight-knit group, and it's like a family, a true family. Again, their ability being in addition to that is just a blessing in itself. We have high hopes. The motto this year is Return to Glory. We're hoping to get back there. And again, I'm excited. I'm so excited about this year and think we're going to do a pretty good job for the town.
Okay, that was great. And I'm excited just to listen to him, aren't you all? It's very motivating to think what's going to go on this season. I'm really looking forward to it. And that's another thing. When the Lyndhurst games are playing, especially when it's local, which I plan on doing this year. It's been several years since I last had attended the games. I'm going to go back every time. I want to support this wonderful group of young athletes here that we have in town. And I was able to speak with 3 team members, senior Michael Rizzo, as well as juniors Roddy Marino and Sean Bellinger. And here is what they had to say.
Hi, my name is Michael Rizzo. I am the fullback and middle linebacker for the Golden Bears. I'm a senior. This is my fourth year playing varsity football. I'm excited for this year. Senior year, it's always special. We got a good group of guys this year. The 2 guys that you guys will hear from, 2 captains, Roddy Marino, Sean Bellinger. Great players. Excited to hear from them, and they're gonna have big years. But listen, we got a lot coming back. We're expecting a lot. And it's just, Coach Tuero said in the paper, we're looking for the return to glory. And, it starts here, it starts in the summer. And, we got a good group of guys, and we're expecting a lot this year. And I'm excited to contribute, and I'm excited for this year and see where it brings us.
Roddy Marino, running back and middle linebacker. third-year varsity player, junior. Like Michael Rizzo just said, one of the captains. And I'm very excited to play because coming off a shaky season last year, was not happy whatsoever. And also, like he said, it's the return to glory. We want to get back into the state run. We want to be one of those top teams in the state, which we haven't been since 2019, 2018, which we could be this year. We're a great team. We have a lot of chemistry. We've been playing together since we've been 3, 4, 5 years old. And we just want to get back to where we're supposed to be. We're the Lyndhurst Golden Bears, and we haven't been playing like it, but this year we'll be back.
And I'm Sean Bellinger. I'm the quarterback here at Lyndhurst High School. I'm number 12. And this is my third year playing varsity football. And just to piggyback off what these two guys said, this year's the motto is return to glory. We want to build what we have built in 2019 and 2018. We want to build that back up here in 2023. We're getting a lot of our starters back, our whole offensive line. We're making a lot of moves, and we're looking good so far in practice. But like Tuero's been saying in the locker room, Coach Tuero, he's been saying, it smells a lot like 2018, 2019 in here. And I really agree with that because this year's going to be a special year, and big things are expected. And hopefully we're gonna execute them, and we're gonna make a run in the States, and have a great year. So.
Okay, there you go, folks. That was really exciting. And let me tell you, those three young men were incredibly articulate. They spoke and handled themselves very well, and that was right off the cuff, by the way. So they are talented in more ways than one. Let me tell you something that thanks to the mentorship and coaching of Rich Tuero, as well as his assistant coaches, these young men are all well-mannered gentlemen. In fact, as I had mentioned a few weeks ago, Coach Tuero instills far more than just good football coaching, of which, of course, he is. But he, along with his assistant coaches, all of whom are Lyndhurst born and bred, instill a very strong commitment to community and civic service, acting and serving as role models to all of the students, and setting the positive example for all to see. I want to shout out to those assistant coaches as well and thank them all. And let's see, for all that they do. And let me tell you, they do it all with heart and with spirit. So thank you to assistant coaches Joe Castagnetti, Pat Ortieri, Danny Kisak, Matt DeMarco, Pete Guerrero, John Lasella, and Mike Derrico, and Vin Acosta. Now, all local guys who love this community, they all played high school football. They love this township, and mentoring and coaching these younger people is what they also love to do, and they're doing a great job. And we are very grateful to all of you for what you do on behalf of the township. And we're going to follow, of course, what's going on with the Lyndhurst High School football team throughout the season right here on this podcast. And we'll be doing more interviews, by the way. We're not going to limit ourselves to just that. So let me see what else I have here. So pretty much that's about it. But just some reminders. Again, don't forget that the mobile DMV, that's motor vehicle, the mobile unit will be in town on Tuesday, August 29th from 10 to 2 p.m. at the Little League Field parking lot on Riverside Avenue. Seniors are given priority. And also make sure you check your batteries on your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors. That will definitely save your life. And if you don't have them, make sure you get them. And as always, thank you to all of our fire and emergency volunteers in town. We are grateful, eternally and infinitely grateful to you in the services and the dedication you provide to this community. And so as we reach the end of the podcast, and the end of this week's news, always remember that a community is not its roads, houses, and buildings. A community is made up of its people. So please get to know your neighbors, look out for one another, and let's continue to keep Lyndhurst the wonderful, closed-knit community it always has been. God bless you all. God bless Lyndhurst. See you next week, folks.